The greatest waste in the world is the difference between what we are and what we could become. Brian Tracy. Hey everyone, imagine reclaiming up to an extra 44 hours every single week. What would you use this time for? Chase your dreams, focus on what truly matters, or simply breathe? Yet if you're stuck in a cycle of stress and exhaustion, those hours can feel just out of reach. If you're tired of constantly racing the clock, Brian Tracy's transformative principles from Master Your Time, Master Your Life offer the key to breaking free and taking control. What if I told you that the solution isn't about finding more time, but about mastering the time you already have? That's exactly what Brian Tracy teaches in this game-changing book. As he puts it, there is never enough time to do everything, but there is always enough time to do the most important thing. Now, before we dive in, I want you to think about this. What's the one thing in your life that you'd love to achieve if only you had more time? Hold that thought, because by the end of this video, you might just discover how to make that dream a reality. Let's start with one of Tracy's most powerful ideas, the concept of different types of time. He argues that not all time is created equal and that we need different approaches for different activities in our lives. For example, there's strategic planning and goal-setting time. This is when you step back and think about what you really want in life. Tracy says this is one of the most important types of time, yet so many of us neglect it. We're so busy reacting to the demands of daily life that we forget to set clear, specific goals for our future. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you sat down and really thought about your long-term goals? If you can't remember, you're not alone, but Tracy argues that this kind of thinking time is crucial for success. He reminds us people with clear written goals accomplish far more in a shorter period than people without them could ever imagine. Now, let's dive into the goal-setting formula and explore how it can help you make the most of your productive time. Decide exactly what you want, write it down, set a deadline. Make a list of everything you need to do to achieve your goal, organize your list into a plan, take action immediately, do something every single day that moves you toward your goal. Now, I know what you might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but I barely have time to get through my daily to-do list, let alone work on long-term goals. And that's where Tracy's next big idea comes in, productive time. Tracy argues that most of us are far less productive than we could be. We waste huge amounts of time on low-value activities without even realizing it. He identifies what he calls the great pandemic of our time, electronic interruptions. Think about it. How many times a day do you check your email, scroll through social media, or respond to text messages? Tracy cites research showing that the average adult spends 3.5 hours each day on these kinds of activities. That's over 24 hours a week spent on things that often don't move us closer to our goals. Remember, your greatest resource is your time. Tracy suggests some radical ideas that might surprise you. For example, he recommends never checking email first thing in the morning. Instead, he advises starting your day with your most important task and working on it without interruption. He also introduces the ABCDE method for prioritizing tasks, which works as follows. A tasks are must-dos with serious consequences if left undone. B tasks are things you should do, but with milder consequences. C tasks are nice to-dos, but not necessary. D tasks can be delegated. E tasks should be eliminated entirely. Now let's talk about spare time, a concept Tracy emphasizes as critical for personal growth. He explains how we actually have 44 spare hours each week after accounting for essentials like work and sleep. See, there are 168 hours in a week. The average person works 40 hours, 8 hours a day for 5 days, sleeps 56 hours, 8 hours a night for 7 days, and basic activities like eating, dressing, and commuting take about 28 hours weekly, 4 hours a day. That leaves 44 hours unaccounted for, hours we often waste without realizing it. Imagine what could happen if even just 10 of those hours were invested in learning new skills or working on personal goals instead. Tracy suggests investing your spare time wisely can pay dividends for years to come. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or practicing new skills, these small investments compound over time into massive results. Now let's touch on work time, another crucial type of time Tracy discusses. He identifies 7 major workplace time wasters like phone interruptions and poorly managed meetings, and offers practical strategies for handling them effectively. For instance, batch check emails instead of responding throughout the day. Stand up when unexpected visitors arrive to signal limited availability. As we come to the end of our journey, take a moment to reflect. What have you learned? How will you apply these insights to your daily life? Remember, the power to change your future lies in your hands. Take action today and make every moment count. Before we wrap up, I want to come back to the question I asked at the beginning. What's the one thing in your life that you'd love to achieve if only you had more time? Now that you've heard Tracy's ideas about goal setting, productive use of spare hours, and eliminating distractions, do you see how mastering these principles could help make that dream a reality? Remember this quote from Brian Tracy: "The greatest waste in the world is the difference between what we are and what we could become." By mastering your time and being intentional about how you use it, you might just find yourself achieving more than you ever thought possible. But here's the thing, knowledge isn't enough. The real question is, what will you do with this information? Will you go back to old habits or take action today? Let me know in the comments below, what's one change you're going to make in how you use your time? If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more book summaries aimed at helping you live a more productive and fulfilling life. Until next time, remember, time management isn't just about managing hours, it's about managing yourself. Thanks for watching.